cihandĩte wega thaa 2:34 gũkũ nĩ gwa Kiheo TV tabarĩra tingĩ nĩ ya gwĩthererũka. Ndacokereria oro rĩngĩ niĩ ngetĩka Wanjikũ wa Mwangi twĩna Francis Wairura thĩinĩ wa tabarĩra ya mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ, na tũrũgamĩrĩirwo nĩ thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School, kũrĩa tũrathiĩ na mbere na gũkũririkania atĩ thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School noguo tongoretie hoka nĩ kũneana gĩthomo kĩa ũtwarithia wa ngari gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ, na mena kothi itiganĩte iria ũngĩhota gũkorwo ũgĩthoma. No ũhote gũthomera ũtwarithia wa nduthi, ũtwarithia wa ngari nini, ũtwarithia wa marori na ũtwarithia wa ngari cia ũkui wa mũingĩ. Makoragwo kũrĩa mwena wa Roysambu, nyũmba yũĩkaine ta Jewel Complex, ngoroba nĩ ya 5. Nĩ ũgũkorwo ũgĩkora thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School. Na warĩkia gũthoma nĩ marĩ guarantee atĩ nĩ megũkũhe driving license, nĩyo digital driving license, na ngakwĩra atĩ thukuru ũyũ nĩ ũhĩtũkĩtio nĩ NTSA, kuona nĩ thukuru mwega na marĩhi nĩ mabacĩrĩre. Koguo nawe mũrĩmi mũnini no ũhote gũkorwo ũgĩthomera gũkũ kwa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School. Kũmahũrĩra thimũ no waranĩrie hamwe nao, no ũmahũrĩre thimũ kũrĩ namba 0773364003, nĩyo 0703164003, 0703164003 gũkũ kwa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School. Tũkwĩraga drive with confidence. Kwa ihinda rĩrĩ ngwenda kũnyita ũgeni mũgeni witũ wa kerĩ rũcinĩ rwa ũmũthĩ, kũrĩa tũgũkorwo tũkĩrunga ciĩgiĩ wĩigithia hamwe nake, na tũgũkorwo tũkĩaria maingĩ megiĩ ũrĩa ũngĩhota gũkorwo ũkĩgũra shares, ũrĩa ũngĩhota gũkorwo ũkĩigithia thĩinĩ wa shares gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ wa Kenya. Na mũgeni witũ mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ ti ũngĩ nĩ Mr. Kevin Ngige kuma kũrĩa kwa Genghis Capital. Karibu sana gũkũ gwa Kiheo TV.
Thank you.
Ngũkũhe kanya gaka ndũgeithie mwĩrori, kamera yaku nĩ weria, mwĩre wĩtagwo atĩa na hihi umĩte kũ?
Sasa njĩtagwo Kevin Maina Ngige, njikaraga Nairobi, ndutaga wĩra Genghis Investment Bank, Westlands, kũgũra shares, bonds, and just all kinds of investments.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you muno. Hihi Mr. Ngige, kambuni ya Genghis yambĩrĩirie rĩ, no hote gũtũtarĩria thabarĩ yanyu na hihi nĩ kĩ mwĩkaga?
Well, Genghis tulianza 2008 as a stock brokerage company. Back then we were just buying shares, shares that Safaricom, Kengen, Kenya Power, and then around 2016 we were bought by a private company, private equity company, and now we got the full license to become an investment bank, a full investment bank. So you can buy shares with us, unit trusts, bonds, and all kinds of investments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. What do you need nigetha mundu akorwo akigura shares? Mundu arabatara gukorwo na kĩ nigetha ngorwo ngihota kugura shares?
So kwena kĩndũ tũrĩa KYC, know your client, kana know your customer, na ni passport kana ID original.
Yeah.
Passport size photograph, KRA certificate or PIN certificate, na wĩkorwo na bank account, a local bank account.
Nĩ bengi o yothe kana nĩ particular bank? Tondũ ndaigua wagweta Equity, hihi nĩ mũhaka ngorwo ndĩ wa bengi ya Equity kana ndĩ wa bengi o nengĩ no mũhote gũkorwo mũkĩndeithĩrĩria?
Tinoga Equity, any bank, any local bank, yes. KCB, any local bank, yeah, licensed by the CBK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na tuge mũndũ ti Mũkenya, okete Kenya ni foreigner, nĩkĩ abatie gũkorwo agĩũka nakĩ tondũ we ndarĩ na ID ya gũkũ? Hihi mũroraga kĩ mũndũ ũtarĩ Mũkenya?
KYC yao, know your client yao, so passport yake, tax compliance certificate yako wao, na Kenya gwĩka kĩ nona ni permanent resident, kana ena visa ya gwĩkara gũkũ kana kũruta wĩra, maũndũ ta mau. Yeah.
Tũtarĩrie bata wa mũndũ gũkorwo akĩgũra shares, na andũ no makorwo matekũmenya hihi kũgũra shares nĩ kuuga atĩa, no korwo ũgĩtũtarĩria gathabarĩ ga gũkorwo mũndũ akĩgũra shares nigetha andũ mahote gũtaũkwo kũgũra shares nĩ kuuga atĩa.
Okay, so kũgũra shares nĩ company, for example Safaricom, ililist 2007, kumaanisha it stopped being private, and now mũndũ taweka na no tũgũre a piece of that company.
Yeah.
So they listed at 5 shillings and they said for every 5 shillings you can get 1 share. Now what the company does with that money is once you give them that money, they decide to now do their normal operations, or offering mobile-based services, data, airtime, and all that stuff. So after 6 months, maka decide okay, tumefanya kazi for 6 months, these are the profits we have made for the 6 months. And out of these profits, you're going to divide it by our shareholders. Shareholders.
Shareholders.
Yeah, so once they divide by shareholders, they tell you, okay, one share is 5 shillings, but from the money you gave us, we've been able to make 50 cents for every share. So if you have 1,000 shares and we're giving you 1 shilling per share, it means we're going to give you giridano. Yeah, and that's how you're paid back as a shareholder. Yeah, and the advantage of buying shares, it's a sort of investment. So you're able to save for the future. It's like putting money, instead of now putting money in a bank where it's not earning anything, you can now come and buy a share of Safaricom. And you might have bought it, like right now, when Safaricom was listing in 2007, one share was 5 shillings. Yeah. Right now, as we speak, one share is 35 shillings. So you can see how your money grows over that period. Yeah.
Thank you. Your company, Jenkins, ni guteithiriria muteithagiriria andu gukorwo makihota ku identify kuria mangigura shares na mahote gukorwo makibenefit kana as an organization ni kimwikaga.
So as an organization, tukaka maundu maingi. So one ni kukuhingurira account, kuonia ufatare gukana maundu mau gukurete hau earlier. So ID, PIN, local bank account, passport, and passport size photograph. So once you have those, we then now make the application for you with the central bank and the Nairobi Securities Exchange to do two kinds of investments. So if you're doing bonds which are long term, we buy them from the Central Bank of Kenya. Sorry. Kana CBK. Okro shares to kuma Nairobi Securities Exchange. So once you come to that, we open for you the account. After say a week, an account is created. We create for you an account with us where you can now deposit money, withdraw your money, check your account, check your statements, see your holdings, the shares and then tutakupea advice on which shares to buy. Not all. We have around 65 companies that are listed or are public under the Nairobi Securities Exchange. So we are going to go Safaricom Ngige, kana Equity, kana NCBA. Yeah.
Okay. Tutaririe gagabari gakari mundu agioka kuhingurirwo account in your company ni fataraga gukorwo ena mbeca tuge account ini kana afati gukorwo bank you are at nothing fati gukorwo debt ya kimuhuko.
So you can start with as little as 100, 500 shillings. So even with 100 shillings, because if you're going to buy 100 shares or even one share of Safaricom, you only need that 5 shillings. For taxes, duties, and brokerage commissions, maybe another 5 shillings. So either in 40, 50 shillings or 100 shillings, you can start. But we normally tell people to at least buy 100 shares. To do that now, you can be able to follow up on instead of one share. To do one share, after 6 months. But at least with 100 shares, even if they pay 1 shilling, you have at least 100 shillings, and you can be able to be buying in lots of 100. So with as little as say 500 shillings, you can be able to come, open an account, and start the journey with us. Then every month, the same way you save every month some money into your bank, now every month just be putting some money by yourself. You don't even need us to give you an application. So by yourself, you can be able to send some money to your account, buy some shares. If you need the money, say something has happened, you can be able to just go to your account the same way you're gonna forget ukaruta.
Okay. Mundu no riri nidoka ndahigura account na fegi yanyu. Koguo ni kuga Jenkins nio marikoragwo monitor the shares kuma tuge Safaricom kinya kuri account yakwa as an individual area kwanyu.
So yeah, once you open an account with us, we buy the shares for you, which will now be under your name. So our advice is just to advise you on Safaricom, Ugura Kenya Power, kana Kengen. Tuashigora na nitwareha shigekero kwa account yaku. On our way no mwenyewe, you can be able to monitor the account yourself. So our work is just an advisory role. And now going forward, you can be able to check, you can be able to say, I want more of these shares, I want to sell these shares, depending on how they'll be performing.
Okay. Okay. Ni murihagia. Process yenu ni murihagia ndoka kuri inyu mukundihia atia.
Kwena kitu tuitaga brokerage commission na ni negotiable. So it ranges by law from 0 to around 1.8 or 2.3%, depending on the kind of investments you're making. So the more you invest, the better you are at negotiating the brokerage commission.
Okay.
Yeah. So nikusikizana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ninyonaga kaingi andu makiuga ni ndirenda statement yakwa, bank statement, niguo kakaundo ndenda kumenya uria mbeca ciakwa ihuthikite kana uria huthirite bia in 1 year, in 1 month. No muhote gukorwo inyuĩ ta Jenkins ni murutagira andu statement, bank statement ciao.
Yeah, twina statement oka office-ini citũ na twina mobile app. Kutodo guys today are digital.
Yeah.
Both the like office yetu iko Genghis, iko Westlands. So instead of you coming to Westlands, twina mobile app. Ambayo you can go to the mobile app yourself, log in, and you can be able to view your statement and download, and you can even now print your statement. Yes.
Okay. Tutariri horo wigie miaka, mundu o wothe ungienda guka kambuni-ini yanyu na rutithanie wira hamwe na inyuĩ. Hihi mwina limit ya age kana you are open?
We of course you have to be above 18 years, but we don't have an age limit. So we can say between 18 and 60 or 65 years, which is the statutory limit of the government. No, you can always come and join us, depending on which course you've done. If you want to work with us, mostly financial courses, kind of business courses. You know, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Finance, Bachelor of Economics. We take most of the business courses. Tudoka wito again. Kwenda training under the Nairobi Securities Exchange ambayo utapatiwa for a period. Once you've successfully finished the training, kwenda certification ambayo ni license. Wa hiyo license ne ureu naweza kuja ni advice, I can trade for you. Yeah.
So tariri horo wigie uria mundu oka ko withdraw mbeca ntonaga kaingi bengi hoka ndi kuiga mbeca gutikorwo na thina no hoka ni ku withdraw na mbeca ni ciaku ugakora hena ka process mundu athiagira through ugasainirwo ni uyu ugasainirwo ni uria muno angikorwo mbeca ici ni nyingi tuge milioni guthii na iguru no ni wonaga hena ga process mundu afati gukorwo akirumirira hoka ni kambuni yanyu negofuata process ici ciothe kana process ya withdrawal ya mbeca ciakwa iria ci fegi igukorwo ihana atia?
So process is very simple and it takes around 24 hours. So what happens is okoro ina besha account ine yaku ambayo hatujanunua shares, then within 24 hours you can be able to withdraw that amount.
Okay.
But okoro tuge ugerete shares Giriemo share Safaricom and which is around say 300,000-400,000 shillings and you want to sell and withdraw that money, then the selling process takes what we call trading plus 3 days. So okoro modeni Wednesday, can Thursday or Thursday. So tutauza leo Thursday, then we'll count now Friday. To hatuisabiki weekend, Saturday na Sunday. So it's Friday, Monday, Tuesday. By Wednesday, that unaweza kuwa umetoa pesa yako. Hiyo ni kama unauza. Yes, kani kununua, which is also almost the same. We buy today, so it will take Friday, Monday, Tuesday. On Thursday, it will be settling, which means your money on the bank, itakuwa imekatwa kununua hizo shares. Yes, but if the money is just in your account, then you can withdraw instantly to your M-Pesa. Yeah.
Haya, ndona mbeca ni ciarutwo bengi-ini yakwa. There is thikũ icio ithatu. Mbeca ni ciarutwo bengi-ini yakwa. Is it now that officially nda join Safaricom as a shareholder to gain Safaricom turario horo wayo kana Equity? It's official now. Hena maratathi gukorwo ngiheo kuma kuri Safaricom cia kuga riu you are a shareholder. Ni je gukoragwo na nyamu itawo CR12. The CR12 ya kambuni. Ni gukorwo ndenda that copy atiriu wajiko ningira thedi wa Safaricom ta shareholder.
Again, the question to a digital. So kitambo you'd get what you call a share certificate.
Yeah.
Wajiko ni wagora shares giri share Safaricom. Do utapewa that certificate that shows your name, number of shares, the price and the date you purchased. But nowadays we don't have that. On your account is called a CDS account, a central depository account. Account hiyo nego wanunua ukinunua shares tunazeka kwa that account. So nowadays you don't get a certificate, you'll just get a notification on your phone or on your app that you've bought 1,000 shares of certificate or 1,000 shares of Safaricom, kana Equity, kana KCB, and now that is official. So pesa nayo itatolewa kwa account yako ilipo aliyekuzia. And now that is official. You already have those shares in your account. So once you want to sell, say, those accounts, you'll just give your broker Katamina CDS number. Yes, and I'm able to key in the CDS number into the system. I'm able to see you have 1,000 shares. I'm able to sell your 1,000 shares to another buyer. That buyer has 3 days to pay you back. Tunatoa brokerage commission yetu kidogo, maybe 0.5% or 0.8%.
Okay.
The rest of the money goes to your account, to your bank account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hihi fegi no the bank account turari horo wayo no ikorwo a fixed account kana it's just the normal account ati ingienda gukorwo ngigithia mbeca itarenda kuhuthira ndenda gucihuthira for future use ni undu wa family kana ni undu wake ni gukoragwo na that option ati no jigithie mbeca ciakwa cia shares thini wa fixed account.
So at the bank, you can be able to choose whether it's a fixed account or a current account. But the best way to do what the fegi neta say fegi yaku egoko he 6% interest for 1 year.
Yeah.
But when you come to us and we say to go over the body, like 5 years, it will give you 12 to 13% every year. So you're better off buying a bond with us that gives you double what the bank gives you. Because right now, say what you go in a 1 million, fegi yako, itenda inunue bond at 13%. Maokore has 6%, and then 6% they will pocket. As opposed to you come to us, you say you have 1 million, you want to buy a 2 or 3 year bond, we'll tutanunua the bond from central bank on your account, so itakuwa under CDS account ya Wanjiko, and every year they'll be paying you 12 or 13%, which they pay twice per year, to itaga semi-annually. So June, say you've invested 1 million, June they'll give you 60,000, December they'll give you 60,000, and then at the end of the 3 or the 5 years, they'll give you back your 1 million, and again the 12%, which is 120,000 at the end of 5 years. No investment in nature. Kuliko kupea bank and a fixed deposit. They take the money, invest it for a whole year, make 12 or 13%, give you back 6%. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thegio muno. No ngoro gitutariria uhoro wigi fegi no yanyu. Uhoro wigi the process ya kuruta besha ni goreti ugo. Igiona atia the process ya kutoa pesa imekuja kutoa do na can I access through my phone? Can I access it through my phone, my bank account? Nijunaga fegi nyingi thiko ici kwina easy, there's Equity, easy pay, KCB, easy banking, all that. Inyueta the Genghis ni muhota gukorwo mwina nyamu ya ku access besha cianyu besha cia kwa data investor thini wa thimu yako.
Yeah, tunayoitwa Jikuze app na no me download from Apple Store kana Android store. So once you download it, you're able just to register yourself by yourself. You don't even need us to do that. Okay. So you go download the app. You put in your ID, you can take a picture of yourself, you can link your accounts if you have various accounts, and now you're able just to go to your CDS account and see there's some money on your CDS account, and you're able to say, Dreda could withdraw 10,000, and it will go to your M-Pesa immediately. So we have that mobile, we have that mobile app that you can do everything from. You can buy shares, sell shares, withdraw money, deposit money, check statement, check different kind of investment, ask questions, you can also speak to us. Yeah.
Tiga mobile money ena jireki mundu angihota ku withdraw besha.
Yeah, fegi. No to kuandikira check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have all those ways.
Okay. Thegio muno. Ngona kuria mwena Facebook andu ingeni mathiete na mbere na kwaraniria hamwe na ithu mundu gwetwo Peter Kimani ukanjira we mitambo-ini kuma kuria Umoja Baraka Estate twi hamwe sana. Thegio muno. Eliza Kimani wa Kandara ukanjira we mitambo-ini kuma kuria Kandara mwena wa Muranga andu marahoke thayo. Nancy Mbushi thegio muno ni guikara mitambo-ini ukanjira we mwena wa diaspora. Asante sana. Pastor Godfrey Daniel thegio muno ni guikara mitambo-ini onawe ukajira we mwena wa Mombasa guko bururi-ini wa Kenya. Asante sana. Steven Touch Migai Tech thegio muno nawe ni guikara mitambo-ini ya Kiheo TV mwe hamwe na mundu gwitwo Gladys mena Jay kure mwena wa Thika thegio muno ni guikara mitambo-ini ya Kiheo TV mundu gwitwo Grace ndirakuona muno kuma kuria mwena wa Dandora. Asante sana onawe ni gwikara mitambo-ini thina mbere na kwaraniria hamwe na ithwe kwamba ko humukoro hanini ngundika iria maindra cokereria thutha wa kaida gatari coho tabarira tiengene ya gugithererukanie ngeteka Wanjiko wa Mwangi.
Ino ni station ya Kiheo TV, kihumo kia witikiriku.
Nagutherema Real Estate na riu ni matumurite project jero neo Favorite Garden kuria to thutha wa Kaludu Market, 10 minutes drive kuma Matu Town na 1 minute only kuma Kivadini Masiga Bypass ritho inioro kuma Msigini Resort. Ni kodo kwena aikari, mathukuru, security na kwena maena thitima. 50 by 100 ne giri magana meri hamwe na taito ukaruta giri 70 balance ukaheo meri etandatu. Oho ni matumurite mugoda mweru kuria Mala kilomita 8 tu kuma Kagudo Road. 50 by 100 ne giri magana matatu ma mirongo etano ukaruta deposit grigana balance ukaheo meri etandatu. Masherere Roiro New Home Center gorofa ya kere room number 216. Thimone 0725 286 103. Gutherema Real Estate. Tuthereme tureithwo the.
Ifuku ria Jeremia 17 muhari wa 7 ikuga uu no riri gukenari ni mundu uria wihokaga Jehova na agatua Jehova mwihoko wake.
Genia thini wa Kiheo TV o wa mwambiririo nginya wa gatano.
Ira itano wa karari
mwe
wanyoria kana kwe ngui ni urenda kana ni ngui
acha nguraia kana no cindie
ngui ne honu eni
Genia thini wa Kiheo TV.
Ndathire na hau kiandai ngiuna kahwa ka mucorei kagwa kaundi arumirei
romatio
karumirwo ni Kamau norio kahutia Kamau tukarua na gutuke.
Ino ni station ya Kiheo TV, kihumo kia witikiriku.
tuikara ikuhe o ringi guku ni gwa Kiheo TV tabarira tiengeni ya gugithireruka nie ngetika Wanjiko wa Mwangi ciandite wega thaa 2:59 guku ni gwa Kiheo TV mathaa tukimenyithio ni thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School kuria turakwira ni thukuru mwega ni thukuru utongoretie hoka ni kuneana githomo kia utwarithia wa ngari kuria mena ngari tiganite ungihota gukorwo ugika kana gukorwo ugithomera hena class A, class B, class C na class D. Class A ni utwarithia wa nduthi, class B ni utwarithia wa ngari nini, class C ni utwarithia wa ngari ici twetaga marori, no class D ni utwarithia wa ngari cia ukui wa muingi. Thikana guku kwa thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School warikia guthoma uguo ni makoragwo magikunengereria your digital driving license na makoragwo makuria mwena wa Roysambu nyumba yowekaine ta Jewel Complex gorofa ni ya gatano. Jewel Complex gorofa ya gatano. Jewel Complex ekuria mwena wa Roysambu ruthiro kwenye rwa Roysambu next to TRM ni gukorwo gikora thukuru nyumba ya Jewel Complex na thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School. Kwananiria hamwe na no mahurire thimu kuri namba 0713 163 niyo 0703 164003 0703 164003 nikuhota kwaraniria hamwe na thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School na ni ukuhota gukorwo ugiteithiririo na uhote gukorwo ugithoma thukuru wa Jewel Institute of Advanced Driving School tukwiraga ati drive with confidence gutwarithia ngari to gutwarithia tu ni gutwarithia wino shaba barabara-ini na nikio mahitukitio ginya ni ruhonge rwa NTSA twacokereria na mugeni witu rucini rwa umuthi o ringi thiini wa ikirikaria muthia ria tabarira ya gugithireruka uria ugwitwo Mr Kelvin Ngige kuma kuria kwa Genghis Capital ni kambuni iria iguteithagiriria we gukorwo kigura shares thiini wa kambuni tiganite guku bururi-ini wa Kenya na niwe twi nake nigetha tukorwo tukirikiriria ndereti itu rucini rwa umuthi egie wigithia na uri ungihota kuigithia thiini wa makambuni matiganite guku bururi-ini. Karibu sana tena Mr Ngige guku wa Kiheo TV. Ndendo tutaririe tukirikiriria uhoro wigie tofauti kana utiganu wa bonds, unit trust hamwe na shares.
Alright, so shares inaitwa ni company ta Equity Bank, KCB Cooperative kana Safaricom. Ukagura urakuja na say 1,000 shillings and you buy a small slice kana small portion of the company. So hiyo itakuwa shares na tuguraga Nairobi Securities Exchange. Bonds tuguraga Central Bank kana CBK na ni kupea serikali pesa yako ifanyie kazi kwa muda then wanakurudishia na magakohea interest. So you can give the government say your 100,000 and tell them this money, it's a loan, they're requesting that money from you for 5 years or say even 1 year. You give them 100,000, they say they'll give you 10%. So every 6 months they'll give you to do 10% to 100,000 negiri komi. So every 6 months they'll give you 5,000. At the end of 6 months 5,000. And at the end of the period of that bond they give you back your money and that interest. So hiyo tumeitaga a bond kind of fixed income. Na ni anything between 3 months ginya 25 years. Reu kwena unit trust. Unit trust ni say Wanjiko dure na bia unasema I can only make 2,000 every month. I don't have 100,000 to buy bonds from the government. Kana 50,000 to buy shares for Safaricom. Ige kati ya Wanjiko with your 2,000. So tunakuchukua wewe, tunachukua Mwangi, Ngige, all these people with these small monies, 2,000, 1,500, tunaziweka pamoja. We call them a pool of funds. Na reu tukiona watu kama 20 unakuta sasa tuko na 100,000. Tugadhi tukagura bond ya say girigana and then hiyo interest tunapata ambayo ni 10%, 10,000 tunaidivide between nyinyi watu wote nye tumewashikanisha tuitaga hiyo unit trust.
Okay. Thank you muno. Hoka ni andu aya turoka gukorwo tugika the pool of funds pool of funds. Uyu ena ngiri, uyu ena ngiri 3, uyu ena ngiri 5 o mweri. Hoka ni interest ino ya 10% mugayanagia atia?
So interest again depending on how much you've invested, the amount of money you've invested and the period you've been inside the investment. So okoro, the good thing with unit trust, you can invest today and withdraw tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Tita bond lazima ukae ndani for that period kama ni 5 years na ukikuja kuuza ukunje kwa kitu tuitaka secondary market. So wakora from Central Bank tumitaka primary market kana first market. After hapo you can decide to sell it depending on circumstances. Maybe you need some money, and you can decide to sell it to another buyer who was unable to buy it from the primary market. So to meet a secondary market. Genghis Investment Bank and Genghis Capital to a secondary market. No. All other participants may secondary market. For primary market, ni central bank only. Yeah. So the amount of money you'll be paid on that interest will depend on how long you've been on that investment and how much you invested to metaga pro rata on pro rata basis.
Besha nini ria mundu angihota kuigithia thini wa bondi unit trust ni tauga hena ngiri imwe ngiri igiri
unit trust ginya igana
rimwe hoka ni bondi ri the minimum amount ingihota kuigithia na bond ni cigana?
So ni you're able to invest 100,000 na ukiongezea kutoka hapo ni multiples of 50,000. So from 100 to 150 200 ginya billion. Then kuna hiyo ni bonds, the long term investment. Kuna T-bills. T-bills we have three kinds. Tuena 91 day, hiyo ni 3 months. Tuena 182 days, hiyo ni 6 months. Na tuena 364 days, hiyo ni 1 year. So those are the government short investments. Unaweza wapea pesa kwa miezi 3, wanakuambia watakulipa 6% kana 7%. Miezi 6 wanakuambia tutakupea 8.5%. Mwaka moja tutakupea 9.6%. Anything above 1 year ndio sasa tunaitaga treasury bonds. Anything below 1 year, treasury bills. Yes.
Okay. I don't know mareuria riri. Thirikari ni ngumitikia na guthukite. Thaici bei ona maguta matiragurika. Iria gutire Kenya. Wachoka wajira jigithie mbeca ciakwa 100,000 nuthu milioni na thirikari ati ni mekunjokeria mbeca. How guaranteed am I that thirikari ino ni kunjokeria mbeca kana ta kambuni ya ni mukuhota kuhotithia gwitikia ati thirikari ni kuhota kunjokeria mbeca ciakwa?
So kiredera doni before the government fails, all other kinds of investments will have failed. So for a government to fail to get place Somalia and Sudan, your banks will have failed, your Safaricom will have failed, your East African breweries will have failed, Kenya Power, Kenya, and all other companies will have failed. This money you're giving the government is what we call domestic debt or local currency. Local currency ni Kenya shillings in a printio hapa Delaru with central bank na Delaru nona. So before the government defaulting washindo kukulipa pesa yako, they can always print more money, they can always increase taxes and duties. Unaona sasa hiyo increase from the budget, wamesema maziwa, sukari, all these beers, we are going to increase accessible duty kana VAT. So it's very easy for the government to increase levies to be able to pay you back. So it's very hard for them to default on local debt. It's easier for them to default on foreign debt to the near US dollars. Number to print US dollars. So government debt is the safest kind of investment in a country, and that's why when you go even to a local bank, fixed deposit rate 6%. How they come up with that 6%, they always start from what we call the risk-free rate, and the risk-free rate, kana treasury bill 91 day, kana 3 months. That's the risk-free rate. It's called risk-free rate because that's the government shortest investment. So every other investment, SACCO, unit trust, shares, fixed deposit, they start their calculations from the risk-free rate, which is the 91-day treasury bill. So government is the safest kind of investment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kogo no twitikie thirikari ni kuriha.
Ni kuriha.
Ona ina thire wa China.
Ni kuriha.
Sawa sawa. Haya, no koro gitutariria uhoro wigi mundu angihota atia gukorwo kana no kuhoteke hote gukorwo the shareholder na at the same time the director theni wa kambuni tondu ni nyona kaingi no korwo shareholder stroke director stroke shareholder theni wa kambuni.
So when you come to a company like say Safaricom and you are an employee or a staff and you are a director, there are certain requirements that you need to fulfill with the regulators for you to be able to buy shares in your company. To do na kidotuitaga insider information. So once you list, you can be able to buy say 3 months before you release your results or 3 months after you release your results. When shares, when a form or fill, once you fill and you've been allowed, you're able to buy shares and you can become a shareholder while you're still a director of the company, yes. But to become a director, say, of a company like Genghis Capital kana Genghis Investment Bank ni ngumu todo idhiwe tu market intermediaries. Kazi yetu tunkushikanisha wewe na hii kampuni tunashikanisha. But if you buy a significant portion of a certain company, you're able to join the board. No, you get a board. I would say a Kengen, Kenya Power, Kada, Fegi, or the Kana NCBA. You're able to become a board member. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Tuge mundu ena kambuni yake, ena kambuni yakwa tawajiko, tutagawira tuge thaicio agikuyu tutawira aingi tutawira wa migunda kwendia broti maguta Jos kana kunako ndina kambuni yakwa ni ndiretha shareholder no njuke kuri kambuni ya ndimwire ndeithie kwetha shareholder kana ndeithie uria ingihota kuona mundu ungeithia na kambuni yakwa turucithanie wira hamwe nake biashara yakwa ithie na mbere
tuitaga you want to go public to when a company yakwa bayo ni private and you need say to raise 10 million to be able to grow your business. So you're able to come, we call it an advisory role, which is something we also provide as Genghis Investment Bank. So no, okay, we told no, we increase this company by this much, and for me to scale up this business, nahitaji milioni 10 ama milioni 50 kana ginya bilioni yemo unaona depending on the size of the company. So once you come to us, you're able to look at your business, we see how much revenue you bring in, what are your expenses, how can we contain your expenses, how long have you been operating, have you kept the proper books of accounts. So we're able to organize all that for you, make sure do you have all the relevant licenses and approvals. So once you're able to do all that, we're able to package it and do kedo tuetaga valuation ya business ya wajiko unaona. Once you do a valuation, no to get okay, company ino worth 1 billion. Your assets right now are worth 100 million. Unaona. Tukishafanya hivyo no to the public. Tuelea do hii kampuni tumeona each share sahi itafaa kutoka shilingi 50. But right now where the business is at the stage it is right now, shares zao ni kama shilingi 20. So you can make 30 shillings from every share if you buy share ya wajiko unaona. So you can be able to go sell it, get people to buy it, the big institutions, and once they buy it, your company will now have gone what we call public, and you are listed equity kana KCB kana Safaricom. Yes. Okay.
Ni wagweta uhoro wigie gukorwo mugika evaluation murere company uria irutaga wira na company uria ikoretwo ikiperform. Andu aingi biashara ciao itikoragwo igikinya hau ta ikwete ate bilioni milioni ciganona. Tugiuga minimum twaje horo wigie milioni 1 kana 500,000 thini wa biashara na ndenda shareholder fio ndenda kurutia wira hamwe na inywe no mujitikire.
Yes, kuna kitu tutaka private placement also, and we can get you a private financier. No to keturore mafuku maku books of accounts, and we can get you a small to private equity. Those are small partners who are able to give you these small monies. You know, makana matano kana milioni mwe na nakwambia this is how I want us to grow this business. So we're going to give you, instead of giving you 1 million, we can give you even 5 million, so that we hire more people. Unaona kani mashamba tununue nyingi so they can be able to expand that business. Yeah, we're able to get you from finances of as little as 100,000 ginya billion yemo. Yeah.
Thengio muno. Tukirekire no korwo gitwira ciugo ciaku cia mwisho ugituheaga namba cia thimu na haria tungigukora wabici cianyu.
Wabici citu cie Westlands Nairobi, building tumetaga Prudential Towers first floor. Wakinya ku ni ukona Genghis Capital no rerie Kevin Maina kana Kevin Ngige. Namba citu ni 0726273324. 0726273324. Twitter ni @Kevin Ngige kana @Genghis Investment Bank. Facebook ni Maina Kevin. Na
thengio muno. Thengio ni guka guko wa Kiheo TV na gutwariria horo wigie wigithia na njira ya shares. Asante sana. Mwirori wa Kiheo TV rikana kwaraniria hamwe na kambuni ya Genghis Capital no hote kumahurira thimu kuri namba 0726233324 niyo 0726273324 0726273324. Rikana we muigithia ti no to nginya uhote ukihinga gukorwo ukihinga biashara yaku no hote gukorwo ukithero nginya mundu mungihota kuigithia hamwe nake nigetha uhote gutwarithia biashara yaku na mbere gukorwo ngitambura andu aiganona kuria mwena Facebook ngirekiriria mundu wetu Dorcas Mash ukajira wi mitambo-ini kuma Thika Makongeni. Asante sana. Geoffrey Gathiro, good morning. Francis Muya hamwe na Majiko ndamwira ya kuma kuri mwena wa Kasarani. Asante sana Murigi wa Kamite, thank you pamoja sana kuma Makuyu Muthithi, well represented. Thank you muno thie na mbere na gwikara mitambo-ini ya Kiheo TV. Karis babake Chris onawe ukajira wi mitambo-ini Mwaura wa Moro Shirindwati, thank you muno inyuothe. Kagai wa Cai, good morning to you, to hamwe muno kuma kuria Kawangware, getherio ndothe a Kawangware. Asante sana Helen Nyakianda Njuguna, thank you muno. Githima Munyo, well represented, thank you ni gwikara mitambo-ini. Boniface Kuria wa Kamae, asante twi hamwe gukurari Kamae, andu marahoke thayo ugithererũka tuko pamoja sana. Kezia Kemani, asante onawe ni gwikara mitambo-ini. Sami wa Karua, thank you muno onawe ni gwikara mitambo-ini. Ngona ndumiri ni nyingi. Naomi Kamade, thank you muno. Eliza wa Kiserian, thank you ni gwikara mitambo-ini. Eliza Irene Kariba Nyambura, asante sana. Helen Nyakianda Njuguna, thank you ni gukugwetete hau gabere. Thank you muno mwirori wa Kiheo TV, hau niho ngukorwo ngikirira gaturumbo tabarira ya gwithererũka rucini rwa umuthi. Ngetĩka Wanjiko wa Mwangi ndikoragwo ndi wiki, ngoragwo na mũndũ gwĩtwo Francis Waidura. Tucemani muthenya wa rũciũ. Ngai endagie na muthenya mwega. Ngai akũgitĩre mwĩrĩ, ngoro hamwe na meciria. Ngai njega.